Good morning, Arkansas Youth Wrestling Nation. And I am here today with Coach Schimmel from Mountain Home, and we're going to talk about the third leg of the Triple Crown. Good morning, Coach Schimmel.
Hey, good morning, Robert. How you doing today?
I'm doing outstanding. Great weekend of wrestling all over the state.
Yeah,
Youth tournament, Pat Smith's Battle for the Rock. Got to see you at some high school wrestling this weekend. It was
yeah,
pretty.
man. It was great to see you. There's wrestling going on everywhere.
I love it. And we're going to culminate that into y'all's tournament this weekend in Mountain Home. Tell us a little about the King of the Mountain, Coach.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Typically, we've always been a really early in the season tournament. It was always a good tournament for newer wrestlers. This year, we were fortunate enough to be the third leg of the Triple Crown, which is really cool and really exciting. We were really just happy that we were able to be a part of that. Looking to just have a really great tournament. We have Rick Jennings running it, and if you don't know who he is, he runs a lot of the tournaments up in Missouri, and he's run our tournament for years. And we bring him in because when he runs our tournaments, they run by the numbers. He runs a great tournament, and he's done it for a long time, and we always have really good feedback from tournaments that he runs. We're going to be running 7 mats. We'll have three full-size surfaces and then 4 half-mat surfaces. We'll be running out of 2 gyms so that we're not all sitting on top of each other. We'll probably have the older guys in maybe a back gym just so that we can spread out a little bit. We're not sitting on top of each other. We're anticipating, judging by the numbers of the other tournaments, we're looking about 500 maybe-ish wrestlers. I haven't seen what the initial registrations have been, but we'll have a really good idea, obviously, Thursday morning because registration will close out Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I know there's some talk of some weather here early in the week, but I would anticipate that by Thursday, Friday, that'll be all cleared out and we'll be ready to go.
Good deal. Yeah. Coach, I've always heard that we had your tournament in front of the year, like we were talking about earlier. And everybody that I've talked to in the past that's gone to your tournament said it's a great run tournament. People shy away because it's up there in the mountains a little bit like that, but that was the purpose of our Triple Crown this year. And not only just to get people to say, hey, go to this tournament, but to say, hey, look, we got a high quality tournament happening in Arkansas that we kind of miss because we don't travel, but we'll travel 3 hours to Oklahoma City to do a tournament, whatever. When we have that type of competition going on right here in the state. So I hope people get a chance to see that as we do bring those large numbers in for this Triple Crown event. That King of the Mountain's a legit, tournament that's been going on for a couple of years, and you guys put on a well-run tournament. And everybody's, told me that, Coach. Even your vendors say, "Hey, that's a great tournament," So I'm excited for those kids and parents, this will be their first time to Mountain Home. It's a beautiful area out there, anyways. So hopefully, they have a great time, and then next year they just make a weekend of it. Come out there, get a cabin somewhere, and just hang out in Mountain Home. But we're gonna have some great competition out there.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're kind of tucked away, kind of on our own little island out here in God's country. But folks that come out here, it's a really nice area. And like you said, maybe in the future they'll make a weekend out of it, go fishing down the White River or something like that. But we're excited to have everybody coming in, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. So this registration, if they see it, we're gonna be paying by team check, right? So they can
Yes, sir.
track wrestling, they can register there. They don't have to pay there.
That's
They'll pay
correct.
when they get to the event. There's the same thing happen for individual wrestlers too. They can just pay onesies,
Yep.
twosies is there as well.
Yep. If they just come in, they can pay on site. That'll be perfect.
That sounds like an easy administration right there.
We try to.
Now we're sponsored this year. Our Triple Crown. We've been great. We're building up to our state tournament, and we've had some great input from sponsors as we've grown. This particular event is going to be sponsored by Defense Soap. If you know Defense Soap, they're one of the leaders in keeping our mat sanitary or kids sanitary. We'll have some actual Defense Soap wipes available for all the wrestlers up there in Mountain Home.
Very cool. Yeah, they have a good product. And I know they sponsor a lot of the big time tournaments around the country. So that's cool that they're tied in here in Arkansas Youth Wrestling now. That's awesome. You
Because
guys have done a great
we're
job.
getting big time, coach. That's the plan. We're getting big
Man, you
time.
guys have done a great job with the board. Thank you for all the work that you guys do because you guys are killing it, man.
Well, I appreciate it, brother. I've got a great team on the board. You know, the opportunity to be servants and to help our sport and just to see the smile on the kid's face and really the parents' faces are. You know, I've seen a lot of parent involvement this year, and that's just adding a little transparency and letting them, you know, take the reins. We're just kind of giving them a platform, and you guys have ran for it, coaches too, man. You guys have been great. Um, Next year, here's what our goal is for next year. I'll let you in on a little secret. Our goal for next year is to get all of our coaches to the copper certification within
That's great.
and we'll have some incentives for that. And if we can get all of our coaches to copper, um, one will be leading the way, I think, in the country. You know, we're already setting some records for USA, but that would
Yeah.
allow us to start bringing in like a national tournament. You know,
Yeah.
I've been real big on trying to get Pat's tournament to be a national tournament.
That'd be cool. Yeah, and yeah, as far as the copper certification, Mountain Home, we're good, man. We're all bronze certified already.
That's
So
what I'm talking about. Hey, and again that leading the way, and it's and you know, if you've done that course, it's there for you to be a better club, right? It teaches you how
yeah,
to fundraise, how to raise money as a club. It's not just hey, I got to take this course to be have rules and stuff like that, but how to run a practice session, how to raise money in your club, like I said, how to organize your club. It's good stuff.
yeah, that bronze certification, that was a good course. Yeah, it went beyond, just typical wrestling stuff, and it went beyond the safe sports stuff that we got to do. But like you said, it kind of is the total package. There's some anatomy and physiology kind of stuff. There was the fundraising stuff. It was good. It was a good course.
Yeah, and just so people, if they're new to it or they just got the wrestling leader, copper certification is a requirement for U14 and below to coach at national events. So if you go to kids nationals or you're working at the national dual tournaments when we get into freestyle stuff, and then the bronze certification is kind of the high school level and down. So that's our goal to get the copper for the youth side. So we'll have copper, and then if you want to take it a step further, like those fine coaches at Mountain Home, Semper Fi, by the way, got a good Marine link there. That's another thing. Just on a side note, just the camaraderie that we've had within Arkansas Youth Wrestling, the coaches, the parents and stuff. It kind of reminds me of the Marine Corps, right? We're a subsection. You know, there's baseball out there and there's football that have their families and stuff like that. But wrestling families, just to me, it kind of reminds me of the Marine Corps because they're the elite, right?
Yeah, and yeah, it really is, because you're a very small subset of the overall population. You're going out, you're banging heads, and embracing the suck together. My son, he's up in the high school now, and he's cutting weight and everything. He's like, "Dad, this sucks." I said, "Yeah, it does." I said, "But you get to do it with all your buddies." He's like, "Yeah, it makes it not so bad." I said, and you're gonna be able to stay friends with these guys your whole life. I still talk to guys I grew up wrestling and going to camps with back in Pennsylvania. Like, it's you become a family and you see the same people every year. And yeah, like you said, the camaraderie among the coaches. I've been coaching here, I guess 6 or 7 years now. And I see the same coaches every year, and it's great. When November hits and you start seeing these guys, and when tournament season starts rolling, and throughout the summer at some of the camps that we go to, down in Pat's camp or some of the ones that we hold and stuff like that. It's just great. I love the wrestling community, man. And we've gone to some of the high level, senior level events and stuff like that, and you don't even know the people, but you have that wrestling connection. And so it is like the Marine Corps. You and I, we didn't know each other from Adam, but we knew that each other were Marines. And so because of that, we had a bond and we were able to kind of kick it off and, build a relationship off of that. So I agree. I think it's very, very similar.
Yeah, I do, and that's one of the things I love about this sport. And I'll have to say something too, just because I know he watches every episode. We have to remember there's Anthony Moats out there that was in the Army.
We won't hold it against them.
We love you, Moats, and that's another thing too. Again, the camaraderie and the coaching and stuff like that. I hope I get my weekly podcast call after we talk.
And shoot, when we talk about modes, man, even my daughter, who's not a wrestler, should we go to a tournament? Is Pottsville going to be there? I want to say hi to Moats.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
and,
like,
and
we're a family, man.
that's it. That's the character, and that's what our mission is here at the youth side is kind of to emulate what Moats did, right? He took a youth, and you guys do that very well at Mountain Home as well.
We've become a very much so a feeder program for our high school level.
Absolutely, and that's kind of our goal as we continue to grow. And real quick before we jump off, speaking of feeder programs, brand new programs, Tulsa Nationals was this last weekend.
Yeah,
we had I think 37 Arkansas kids there, came away with 2 national champions.
nice.
Blake Neville's from Honey Badgers.
Yeah.
And from our brand new first year club, we have a Battlefield. Let me tell you his name real quick. He only his second year of wrestling.
Really?
Was a national champion, and his name is Lawrence Hill from Battlefield. So Battlefield's a brand
Great
new
work, guys.
And man, we're getting national champions.
Where's that Battlefield club from?
Pea Ridge, Arkansas.
Okay.
So they don't.
Hey, good work, guys. Keep it up.
Yeah, they don't have a high school program yet, so it's kind of the same thing.
They need to.
Yeah, Coach Sundrup's building them up there, but yeah, that's kind of the intent. We're excited, Coach Schimmel, about the state tournament coming up and giving these kids the opportunity, and just like your boy, Christina Taylor's boy, Ed DeVaco's boy that are freshmen this year.
Yeah,
difference at the high school level.
It's night and day. Like you see some of the club or some of the high school teams that don't have youth programs, and they're playing catch up. Where some of the teams like Mountain Home and some of those teams that have had youth programs where these kids have 5-6 years of experience going up into the high school level. It's night and day, and that's what will put Arkansas wrestling on the map. Is the work that you guys as the board are doing here, and the coaches are across Arkansas, at the youth level, teaching those fundamentals and teaching those skills at a young age where they can hone them in, as they move up, so that by the time they're in high school, they're competing at a high level. Yep. That's what takes Arkansas wrestling to the next level.
And then we got to find this, and I'm going to ask your help for this, Coach Schimmel. We got to get mean. We got to get Arkansas mean, and people got to know that we're Arkansas mean. Just like you would know PA wrestling, how that guy's going to get you.
Well, our team. I mean, we're gonna wrestle an in your face, high flying, in your face, aggressive style of wrestling. That's how I was taught wrestling, and that's how we teach it at our club. And it works. It works very well.
And we've got those influences from all over. A lot, heavy Oklahoma influence in our state, and heavy Missouri influence. Got some PA guys in. A couple Iowa guys scattered around, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah. I see and predict a Fargo finalist within the next 3-4 years. And
I would say we're probably right around there. I know Pat's boys, Gus and Boone, they're coming up. They're at a high level. The Honey Badger kids, man, they're killing it across the country. Yeah. We have a couple that are really strong and compete at a high level. The kids are here. The kids are here. The talent is here. We just got to continue to develop it. And you're right. I believe we'll be competing at those levels in no time.
Yeah, it's going to be
the way this thing has grown in such a short amount of time. When we first moved here, I mean, the state tournament was like 300 kids.
We're going to have 1,000 this year, Coach.
Yeah, it's incredible, man. Like, that's awesome. I'm super excited to just be able to be a part of it, man. It's cool.
Well, you've been a great part. You're building a good program. You got a good tournament down there. We're excited to get down there next Saturday.
Excited to have you guys.
King of the Mountain, last leg of the Triple Crown. Come get your east side of the crown, and be ready to fight. Coach, any last thoughts for us?
Man, I'm just excited to have you all down here and ready to get out on the mats and get going. Have a safe drive up and let us know how we do.
Sounds like a plan, brother. We'll see you soon.
All right, thanks for having me, Robert. Take care.